Hi everybody, it's me Tess. Today I'm back in my little yarn nook, which is in my bedroom. Because I've been resting because I really want to have the energy to cook dinner tonight. So had to take a little rest. But yeah, I'm back here in my little yarn nook. Y'all know my little yarn nook here. And right by my window, which is where my little pecker used to come and see me. He is a little red-headed woodpecker, and he's back now, but I didn't see him for like quite a bit over the winter, and I didn't think woodpeckers migrated, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, if you know, let me know, okay? But you guys, before I get started with reading the comments and questions from my Mary Maxim and my KnitCrate video, I wanted to show you I finished my my Crochet Society little bag. See? And yeah, I think it turned out really, really well. So I was super happy with this. And I love the colors. I love the gray and this like blush pink. And I love the little handles. I think the handles are my favorite part. Because when you knit, you can put your hand through here and still use your fingers and have your yarn in here. And that's what I've done. I've turned this into a project bag. And so I've got my yarn in here and I'm working on my second pair of socks. And see, I'm using my little Chiagu needles that Ross that smells like yarn. He got some of these to test out and try, and he was so happy with them. I decided to get some too, and I'm super glad I did because they are awesome. So, good job, Ross. Good job, honey. Yeah, so there it is. My little project bag. And like I said, I think it turned out just super cute, and I'm real happy with it. And oh, let me show you the what I had left, you guys, because I know some of you were posting on our Facebook group page at Tess Loves This Yarn on Facebook, and you were talking about how you were kind of afraid you wouldn't have enough yarn, and so you didn't do your clusters. There are 4 rounds of clusters in this, and here's my leftover gray, and that's this cluster part right here. If I can get this up, that's this. See that cluster stitch? Yeah, there you go. So if you look at that cluster stitch, it's all with the gray yarn, okay? And you will have plenty of yarn as long as your gauge is correct. And remember, you guys, if you have problems with your gauge, look down below here at my other videos, because I have a video that says how to get the perfect size stitch every time. And nobody's perfect, right? But they will be like mostly perfect. And it all has to do with how you're using your hook and your yarn. Okay? So watch my video if you have problems with that, because you will have plenty of yarn to follow this pattern. And now this color right here, which is like this really pale blush, kind of a blush pink, you'll have lots of that left over, because you're only going to use that on the bottom and for the handles. See? So you'll have plenty of this left over, okay? And now let me show you the original picture is right here. And then I'm going to show you mine right here. So yeah, the pattern, peekaboo, I see you. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, you guys. I couldn't resist. But you see the pattern, it works out great. My little bag looks like almost exactly like the one in the pattern book. So yeah, I'm super happy the way this turned out. So I'm going to put all this away, and I'm going to open up my computer here and read my comments. And that way I can answer them, okay? Oop, look at there. I forgot to mute the me talking here. So let me do that. That's too funny. All right. So I'm going to start by reading the last comment all the way down to the very first one, okay? So my first comment I'm going to read, which is actually the last person to comment on my Mary Maxim and KnitCrate unboxing, is the Naughty Canuck. I love that name. And she says, "Yay! Happy Mail! That's so awesome of Debbie for sending you that knitting machine part. We need more Debbies in the world." That is so true, girlfriend. Debbie is amazing. She sent me that little plastic thing for my Centro knitting machine. And I'm telling you what, it would take me an hour to 2 hours to knit a hat using my Ross pattern, which isn't my pattern, it's Ross's pattern. But it's the only hat I make when I knit. And depending on the yarn weight, it can take me anywhere from an hour to 2 hours to make a hat. Well, now I can make a hat in literally 10 minutes. Amazing. Yeah. So, yes, thank you, Debbie, hun. Thank you so much for that. I was so happy when I got that. I was just squealing with delight. I was tickled pink. That was me. Okay, so the next comment is from Shyla Lottie. And she says, "Thank you for sharing. I did get a good laugh about the bug you hit with the box of cereal. That was a very smart, quick move. Then the gift your husband brought you was just perfect." Yes, that was my John Wick ninja move that I busted out when I was in my kitchen. And that horsefly, it was like this big. I'm not kidding. It was coming straight at me. And I saw it out of the little corner of my eye. And I had just picked up the box of Frosted Flakes. And I broke out that John Wick ninja move and I whacked that thing. And yeah, you know what happened? I was getting me a little paper towel to clean up the mess. Yeah. And by the way, don't tell my kids that I used their box of cereal to kill that horsefly. They might not like that. Just saying. Okay. So, my next question. Oh, yeah. And she mentioned what my honey got me. Superman bought me a bug zapper. It's got a little button, and you press the button, and it electrifies. I mean, electrifies. I think it's got 2,800 volts of electricity. And y'all, I've used it. Yes, I have. And I love it. All right. Thank you, Shyla. Thank you for that comment, dear. Now we're getting to Petra. Petra's Happy Place. And she says, "Hey, sweet Tess. Love watching you as usual. I love that alpaca, too. I got the purplish color." Ooh, I love purple, Petra. Oh, my goodness. I wish I got purple, but my color's pretty too. I cannot complain. I'm just so happy to see your bright, happy, beautiful face and your little icon there with your smart little cap on. I love that picture. Okay, so our next comment is from Amarina's Crochet and Tell. She says, oh, and she uses a lot of emojis. You guys know how much I love emojis, right? She says, Happy Mail, makes you happy. Love the sticker. I would have liked to have been a fly on the wall and seen you get that horsefly. Good ideas on the yarn bowls. Well, Amarina, honey, if you were a fly on the wall, I might have got you with the frosted flakes. So maybe it was a good idea you weren't a fly on the wall, but I so know what you mean. There are many times I wished I was a fly on the wall just to see the look on somebody's face. But yeah, well, thank you, dear. Yes, and Happy Mail does make me happy. It really, truly does. And thank you for your comment and all your emojis. Love them. Okay, my next comment is from Sweet Sally Watts. And Sally says, Hi, Tess. I was so happy to see you had a video up. You always cheer me up. Aw, thank you, Sally. That's so sweet. She says, the yarn from Peru made me think of Paddington Bear. Oh, it does, doesn't it? I can see that, yeah. And she says, you're armed and dangerous with your bug zapper. Laugh out loud. Love to you and your family. I am armed and dangerous with that bug zapper, you guys. I'm just like, yes, totally. And Sally, love to you and your family too, hon. And thank you so much for your kind words. I appreciate that. Okay, our next comment is from Helen Pidcock, and she says, I have so much fun watching you. You are so much fun to watch. I live in Arkansas, but I am from the Midwest also. I am from Oklahoma, northeast part. I know the weather. Love that bug thing. Hugs to you. Well, Helen, honey, you made my day with that comment. That was so cute. Yes. And you know, I tell you what, people tell me I'm funny, and I don't know. I mean, I'm just being me. And I think, was I really funny? I know. Well, the best thing you can do on YouTube is just be yourself. And that's the advice I got when I first started this about 6 months ago. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just being myself. And I just am tickled pink that I make y'all laugh and smile. Because you know what? The world needs more laughing and more smiling. You know it. Yeah. Okay. So and she says she knows the weather. Yes, you do, hon. Oklahoma? Yes. We're in Tornado Alley here. Yes, and guess what, everybody? It is tornado season. It's going to start up any day now. We've already had the warning sirens going off once already this spring. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Helen. All right. Now here's Katie Loves Crochet J. All right. I love my yarn bowl. My husband gave it to me last year on Valentine's Day. Oh, that's so sweet. And she says, I don't know what I did before I had a yarn bowl. Laugh out loud. He also bought me a yarn spindle. The spindle is awesome as well. I use them both all the time. Katie, hun, I use my yarn bowls all the time too. And now you see, I kind of made me a new yarn bowl. Look at that. I got my ball of yarn in there and it's acting just like a yarn bowl. I mean, I'm calling it my project bag, but it's acting just like a yarn bowl. And then I have, several other things that I use as yarn bowls, which I told you about in my video. So I agree. What the heck did we do without our yarn bowls? Y'all know what I mean. And any of you that don't have a yarn bowl, honeys, you got to get out there and get yourself a yarn bowl. And you know what? You don't have to spend $26 for a wooden bowl. You can go to the dollar store and get one of those plastic containers. They're about yay tall, and they got a lid that screws on and off. They make fantastic yarn bowls because even a cake will fit in a yarn cake will even fit in those. So that's great. Yeah. Okay. My next comment is from Debbie Loves Yarn. And she said, Tess, love right back at ya. She says, oh, and Debbie got an Addy. And you know what? She got a real good deal on it. I mean, a fabulous deal. She got it for under $200. And that is a bargain. And y'all, I love a bargain. I sure do. So, Debbie, good job, hun. Now, Debbie also says that green yarn reminds me of the big twist from Joanne. And the swatter is hysterical. I love that swatter. I just want more flies to come in the house so I can use the swatter. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, my next comment is from Linda Mundy. Hi, Linda. Hi. She says, great ideas for yarn bowls, Tess. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome, Linda. Thank you for stopping by, hun, and spending time with me. I sure do appreciate it. Now, my next comment is from Crochet Every Day with Judy. Oh, I really like Judy. She's just awesome. Well, y'all are awesome. Don't get me wrong. All of y'all. You know I love y'all. Well, Judy says, hi, Tess. When crocheting in rows, I put stitch markers in the stitches at the beginning and end of each row. Then I don't have to stop and count to see if I still have the same number of stitches. Great happy mail. I always love watching you, Tess. And you know what, Judy, I agree, honey. And when I have to say, I really don't do it so much anymore. But when I first started crocheting last year, I've been crocheting almost exactly 1 year now. And when I first started, I put stitch markers in the ends of my rows too, and I did it like clockwork every single time. And my rows were like perfectly straight, you know. Oh my gosh, I just look like that girl on there was a television show. He was oh my goodness, I can't remember, but it was that girl that's in that sing-along show on TV. There's been movies, there's been a couple of them. She's kind of a larger girl with blonde hair, and she's from Australia, and she sings on that show where they do singing. But anyway, she was in a movie, and she was talking about the guy on the motorcycle, and she was going, his hair, it was like on fire. Like that, and it just cracked me up. And when I was doing that, it reminded me of that. And you guys, I'm drawing a blank on the name of the movie, and it's driving me nuts. And you know, now I forget the lead character, and he's so super Nicolas Cage. My brain is mushy right now. Not mushy, foggy. It's foggy. But Nicolas Cage, and he drove a motorcycle, and like, I don't know, like he made a deal with the devil or something, and he would like turn to fire, you know, like had fire coming out of him. Yeah, that's what it is. It was that show. And that gal, she was like, his hair was like on fire. I just thought it was hilarious. Anyway, okay, sorry about that. Just spent 5 minutes talking about that, didn't I? Sorry. Judy. Yeah, stitch markers are good, and I still do use them. I use them for lots of things. And you know what? Sometimes if I'm doing a complicated stitch, I will still use them on the ends too. So yes, and those of you, if you get like slanty projects or projects that aren't going straight up and down, take Judy's advice and use those stitch markers, because you will have perfectly straight sides every time. Yeah, you will. And Judy knows, and I know. So take it from us. Okay. Now my next comment is from my sweet little friend Dawn Nutter. And Dawn is awesome sauce. She won one of my giveaways in the Facebook group. So yeah, I think it was my Facebook group. It might have been my YouTube. Don't know. But she did win. And one of the things I gifted her was a furls hook. Yeah. So anyway, Dawn says, "Hi Tess. When I opened my KnitCrate and saw that hairy yarn, I thought of you. I love the yarn though. It is soft. Also, I love that Naro yarn in the Mary Maxim kit. So beautiful." Dawn, I'm telling you what, girlfriend, as soon as I opened that box and I saw that hairy yarn, I was like, yeah, because I'm not a big fan of hairy yarn. But I think with that yarn, since it's alpaca and not mohair, I think it'll be okay for me. Because usually after you wash it a couple of times, those like loose hairs that kind of come off and get on you, they usually wash away when you're rinsing. So I can do that alpaca, yeah. And I've smelled that alpaca. Did you smell it, Dawn? When you opened it up, did you smell the animal smell of alpaca? I sure did. I really did smell it. Okay, my next comment is from Ravenheart. Ravenheart, honey, where have you been? Oh, I'm so glad you're back. Ravenheart says, "I definitely need one of those stickers bad. ASAP emergency 911. You got that right. Yeah, because we all know we got yarn balls falling out of everything, right? I got them falling out of my pockets, my purse, my project bags, and my car door. I've had that happen. I actually have. It's too funny. All right, my next comment is from Teresa Love Me Some Yarn. And she says, "Laugh out loud. I'm not much for that hairy yarn either. The yarn you got in Mary Maxim looked nice, but I myself prefer bright colors. The pattern looked nice though. Hugs and loves, my friend. Toodles for now." And Teresa, honey, I love how you say toodles. I mean, girlfriend, toodles. I wish I could hear you say it, like really hear you say it. Toodles. Toodles for now. And you know what, Teresa? You and I are kindred spirits, and so is Dawn over this hairy yarn. Yes. And you know, the yarn in Mary Maxim, the cotton, I think that cotton is really nice. And the green yarn that was kind of like pea green. I was thinking Baby Gaga green. But that might be TMI for some of you guys. I hope you're not eating. Yeah. But anyway, I really like the bright colors in it. Now that green yarn, even though it's kind of a different color than I would normally pick out, it was super soft. So I don't know. I might give it a try. I'll let y'all know. Okay. So, let's see. Oh, hugs and loves to you too, Teresa. Thank you, hon. My next one is from Chris. Chris. I never say her last name right. Knabel. Knabel. It's Knabel. I'm awful at saying her name. Awful. I'm sorry, Chris. Oh, she says, "I need to get one of those sweaters from my daughter." Laugh out loud. Chris, honey, get one. She will love it. I love mine. Yes, I do. Now, Jeanette Verberg, a said it right, Jeanette. I said it, Verberg. Yes, Jeanette says, thank you for the fun video that you posted. Love how funny you are. See? Well, thank you. Thank you, Jeanette. She says that bug zapper would help with your tennis playing if you play tennis, that is. You know, Jeanette, I used to play tennis when I was young. I really did. Now, I can't say that I was any good about it or with it, but I did play. And I have a real sweet friend. Her name is Chris. And I used to go play with her. And after she moved away, yeah, I miss her. We used to run around together all the time. She'd come pick me up and we go run around, run errands. But anyway, after she moved away, I started playing with another friend of mine. Yeah, so I kept it up, but I never was too good at it. That's all right, though. Okay, now Jeanette says you have the same problem as I do when it comes to our brains. I call it farting brain syndrome. Jeanette, farting brain syndrome. Oh my goodness. Girlfriend, I like your style. All right. My next comment is from Karen Y. Hi, Tess. Please let me know how that bug zapper works out for you. It works out great, Karen. Thumbs up. She says, I've been wanting to try one of those since we have lots of horseflies, wasps, and carpenter bees that like to hang around our backyard deck. I hope you are doing well. Take care and stay safe. Karen, honey, you must get yourself a bug zapper. Now, my Superman bought the bug zapper for me. I think he got it at Lowe's. And it's called the Black & Decker Bug Zapper. That's what it's called, by Black & Decker. You will love it, girl. I'm telling you what, I just whoop, whoop, whoop. And those bugs are out of there. Well, actually, they fall to the floor. Dead. Yeah. Okay. But you know what? Flies are nasty critters. They carry germs. They really do. All right. We'll get away from that. All right. Lizzie Kilcran says, hi, Tess. What Made Mustard has a great collection of stitch markers, UK based. Our Rose likes to crochet stitch markers are good. Thank you. Thank you, Lizzie. I'll go check those out, honey. Thank you so much. Yeah, because I do love my stitch markers. I got a big collection of them. They're like everywhere. They are. Okay, my next one is from Vanessa Johnson, and she says, hi, Tess. Great show. Had me cracking up with your ninja moves. And thanks to Tony Tiger. That's right, Tony the Tiger, Frosted Flakes. We have a couple of bug zappers like that for walks or gardening and deer flies. Watch it though. You could zap yourself pretty good if you touch the hot part. My Mary Maxim Crochet Club came with green and a very neutral skin of creams and brown shades of the Naro. Oh, bummer. I wish you got that colorful one like I did. Oh, doggone the luck. Right, Vanessa? You just never know what you're going to get. It's like Forrest Gump says, you know? It's like a box of chocolates. You just never know till you open it. That's right. Oh, well, thank you, Vanessa. I love my ninja moves. I don't like my ninjas nude. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Yeah, but I do love my Tony the Tiger Frosted Flakes too. And so do my kids. It's their favorite cereal. Yeah. Okay, so Vanessa has some of those bug zappers too. And Vanessa, thank you for the warning, dear. I promise I will not touch the hot part. Hands on the handle, like a tennis racket. That's me. All right. Susan Moore says, "Hi, Tess." Hi, Susan. Short and sweet. Okay. Karen McLone says, "Ninja Tess, you make me so happy. I love watching you as you lift my spirits. I have a yarn bowl and Tupperware I use if the balls are ultra mahoosive. Great invention." Ultra mahoosive. Karen, honey, I have taken your word and I have used it already. I think I've used it twice now. I've said ultra mahoosive, and people are like, "Wow, that's a word." And I'm like, "Yeah, I got it from Karen." So Karen, honey, thank you for that word. And you make me happy too, dear. I always enjoy reading your sweet, kind comments. So thank you so much. All right. Oh, and she's asked me how my sister is. Thank you. Yeah. You know what? Thank you so much for asking about my sister. Yeah, she's, yeah. Thank you. And thank you for keeping her in your intentions and your prayers and all. I really appreciate it. Oh, and Karen also says that her pit bull can't close the doors either. Because y'all know my pit bull opens my back sliding door, but he never closes it. And that's how I get all of them horse flies in my house. Yeah. Sad. All right. Now, Kristen Campbell says, "I love your videos. You should crochet or knit a holder for that bug zapper so you can carry it with you. Knowing me, I would see a bug, but my zapper would be elsewhere. Thanks for making me smile. God bless." Kristen, honey, that was such an amazing idea. And girlfriend, let me tell you this. I am making a bug zapper belt to hold my bug zapper so that it will always be with me. It's going to be like a gunslinger belt, like that, but only instead of, I'll be like, yeah. So I'm definitely making that, okay? And thank you, dear, for that great idea. That was amazing. Okay, now Brenda Morgan says, "I love Diet Dew." Brenda, honey, I do too. This is my Diet Dew, and I always have it with me. That's good stuff, I'm telling you. And then, last but not least, and my very first comment on this video was from sweet, sweet, sweet Angela Wright. And Angela, thank you, honey, for always leaving me comments. Angela says, "Hi, Tess. How do you know when someone has autism?" And she also says, "I love the yarns. I like those colors. Beautiful colors." Well, Angela, honey, now you know I was an autism teacher, right? I don't know if everybody knows that, but I was an autism teacher for a long time. And I had kids that were severely autistic. Now, autism is kind of a hidden disability in a way, because unlike people with like Down syndrome or other disabilities, like maybe people who need to use a wheelchair for mobility, you can see that disability, right? And like my Wonder Boy, he has Down syndrome and autism. Well, when you look at Wonder Boy, you can tell he has Down syndrome because there are facial characteristics and other characteristics that go along with that disability. Autism is kind of different. there there are times when it's very hard to tell if someone has autism or not, which is why when y'all are out in public and maybe you see a little one like shrieking or making noise or running willy-nilly, you know, give that mama a break. You know, give her a smile because her child may have autism, okay? And you know, these kiddos with autism, there aren't really any characteristics. You can't look at them and say, "Oh, they have autism." You don't know. That's you know, they need to be tested for that. They need to see a neurologist. You know, they need a specialist to be diagnosed with autism. It's not something you can see. So, yeah, just remember, um, give people the benefit of the doubt, okay? Because you just never know. They might have a disability. Yeah. Okay. So, you guys, wonderful, wonderful comments again. And y'all know I love you so much. And I'm so happy you spend time with me and put up with my little silliness sometime. Like the whole the hair on fire thing. But it just made me think of that movie. And I like that movie. I watched it twice. So yeah. So I love Nicolas Cage. I think he's awesome. But anyway, thank you guys for spending time with me again. I love y'all so much. Mwah. And as always, be kind and be safe out there in the world, no matter where you are. Okay? See you next time. Bye.